Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Tuesday, August 5th, 2025, and I'm here to do a collective read for you guys. As you know, it's a timeless read, and I don't use the signs or the genders, so it's only energy anyways. You're free to change the roles and or the genders as you need to throughout the read. That's not a problem. Just take what applies and toss the rest. Do not try to make things fit if you're not already aware of it, okay? So don't take on other people's problems, in other words. It's not recommended. Use your higher wisdom and discernment, okay? Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Let's see where we're going to go today with these reads, shall we? Spirit guides, thank you for being here. I love you guys. Spirit guides, guardian angels. Oh, we got 333. Could be dealing with ascended masters. You could be one. Your wishes are being granted. You could be stuck in a third-party situation. Somebody's trying to triangulate you. That's the overarching energy. 111. This is a spiritual awakening. Coming back to self. You have to take care of yourself. I don't know. Oh, so somebody's got, it could be a third party. Somebody's got a new partner here. Hit it and quit it. Hit and run. You know what I'm saying? Join us. So somebody wants you to join them in a threesome? I don't think so. Children are a factor. Are you kidding me? There's a deep spiritual connection here. At the right place, at the right time. Wiping the slate clean. So somebody in your past could have put you in a third-party situation. I'm picking up somebody who wants to accidentally bump into you, but on purpose. They want a new beginning with you. They want you to forget the past. Are you stupid? Yeah, I don't think you should forget the past. This is high wisdom. It could also mean something's over. It's dead. You could be a Pisces. They could be a Pisces, or something took place in Pisces season. You've been ignoring your gut. They want you to ignore your gut. 888. This is about abundance and or about karma, them getting their karma. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? You're going to get some downloads through your dreams or answers, some questions answered through your dreams. Someone gave bad advice, took bad advice from a friend or family member. You could be an Aries, or they are, or something happened in Aries season. Money is more important than love. 555s. Get ready for a profound change here. Something's going to change, and quickly. It's going to be a shock. Maybe roles have reversed. Maybe they left you high and dry for a third party. Any new sexual partner, you know what I'm saying? Could happen more than once. They go where they think the cloud is, the money is, where they're going to be better off. Now they want to come back towards you because they're going through some rough times. I get it. It's about money. It's all about money, honey. Since you remain stable and secure, they want to come back into your energy. Oh, dear. They want you to forget about the past. I didn't do anything, but you have a new life here. This is a spiritual awakening. You've been awakened, and it's coming back to self. You come first, right? Three's a crowd. You got to think of yourself here. So 333. This could have happened in the past, or it's continuing to happen, or it will happen. Remember, it's past, present, future. But it's all about money. Who can pay the bills? Who can pay the bills and have leftover for me? You know what I'm saying? Manifesting. You're manifesting something quickly. Congratulations. All the tools you need to increase your income are within your reach. Great things are coming your way soon. An opportunity may arise for you to showcase your talent. Congratulations. And somebody wants to come back into your world because you're doing so well. Something's about to take off for you. Things will take off quicker than you expected. Now is a good time to take action. There is no stopping you now. It would help to establish a clearer plan before moving forward. So maybe you need to reevaluate your plans. Or this is them. Maybe they're going to have to reevaluate. Yeah, there's a lot of gossip going around here. Or they gossiped about you. They're having to take on odd jobs. Or you had to take on odd jobs. Maybe in the past, oh, they're never going to amount to anything. Look at them doing odd jobs, never amounting to anything. But look at you now, right? They try to affect your health, or someone's health is affected, or you work in the healthcare industry. You're starting over. You're hatching something new. Congratulations. Somebody, they were trying to set you back, causing setbacks in your life, putting boulders in your way. Yeah, you're going to be taking some action. You did take some action. Congratulations. Something's ready to take off for you. Maybe they got boulders in their way. So someone's defiant, you or someone else. It's a power struggle. Who can do better than the other? You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be a mechanic, or you are. Someone's unable to save, or they wound up with a mechanic. I don't know. Somebody's a glutton, though. They're facing misfortune now. They have to go it alone. Maybe it's a person that always needs somebody by their side. Codependent, right? Yeah, they're corrupt. Corrupt partnership here. Somebody's always thirsty for more. Non-committal. And they're looking at you. Look at you. Somebody's going to be publicly exposed. That shouldn't be in there. Oh, boy. Any more of these odd ones? These oddballs? No, that was just one. So somebody's being publicly exposed. Feather, abundance, easy money. See, this person's, it's all about easy money, easy life. Divine intervention, career. You're a light worker. Air related, you or them. You could work for the aviation or something like that. Undecided and travel. You're about ready to travel, or you will be traveling eventually because of your job. You get to see the world. Congratulations. Or whatever you do is worldwide. You're being seen. Congratulations, or you will be. Again, place yourself where you fit. The timeline that sits, that you're in right now, because some are, it's already happened. Somebody's just happening now. Others, you're right thick in the middle of it right now. What would you want me to use here? What's the T? No, you want this one. Okay. 333, manifesting. Okay, no, you said no. All right. So you're manifesting. Congratulations. Your wishes have been granted. 333. Prayers have been heard. You could be the only one out of this whole group. They could have gotten a group after you. You could be the only one out of this whole group that's made it. But yet they had lots to say about you and what you do for a living, how you do things. Lots of gossip. 333, manifesting. New beginnings. You're manifesting it. Congratulations. You had a great deal of faith. Your faith was absolute, right? You knew it was going to happen. So you're putting somebody else to shame here. They're feeling shameful because they targeted you. They could be the target now. You're going into fame or celebrity. Congratulations. They neglected you. There's evidence and proof as to what they were trying to do, cause you an accident. Someone's a hypocrite because now the roles are reversed. They're going nowhere fast. You know what I'm saying? Someone did something dangerous here. They had no feelings, apathy. They were very apathetic by rejecting you, or they're being rejected now. Someone's very demonic. Could have claimed you were demonic and got all these people after you. Someone's inexperienced, dealing with the spiritual side of things. They could have gotten an attachment or something, and they're very inexperienced. Someone's unattractive, or they claimed you were. They were trying to make you look unattractive. They were trying to manipulate people, manipulate you, a partner of yours or their partner. Someone's kinky, or they claimed you were kinky. Confirmation bias, hostile and confrontational. It could have claimed that was you, or that's them. Love bombing you. Ulterior motives. So somebody's trying to love bomb you. They have ulterior motives. Slander and libel. There we go. Eviction. They're being evicted, or they try to get you evicted. Something to do with a nickname. Someone's showing off here. Reactive abuse. So they were poking the bear, trying to get reactive abuse out of you. Make you react to their bullcrap, right? To make you fit their narrative of you. They're nuts. They're crazy. They're demonic. You know what I'm saying? They're only here to get theirs. They're ignorant, or they claimed you were. Someone's a clown, or they were trying to clown others. Someone was very jealous, or they claimed you were. This is a troller and a hater. They got some people to troll you and hate on you. Sadistic supply. So that they really didn't just hurt you. They hurt their supply, their flying monkeys, by coming after you. Okay, because they're all getting hit really hard for doing this. Out of options. They didn't want you to have options. They're out of options now. Whatever they did or said about you was obscene. How they treated you was obscene. They wanted you in debt. Now they're in debt because of this magic. Wow. Obscene magic. Obscene love, I just heard. Humiliation. They tried to do a humiliation ritual. I don't know much about it. It's turned back around on them here. They're on the down low. They're going to be humiliated here. Obsession. Trying to control you in the narrative I just heard. It's the wrath of God. for the abuse they put you through as a child or children, or they abused children or a child. Okay, they're going to be found out. Sabotage here. Wow. It's all about money. Trying to sabotage your money. They're exposed. They're going to jail and prison. There's blackmail involved. It is what it is. They could be getting blackmailed by their own circle. I don't know. Because you have gifts and or you're gifted, or they're going to try to say something was gifted to them. They're trying to cross your boundaries here. This serious illness. So they might be coming across a serious illness for trying to breach your boundaries. The divine is, this is the wrath of God. The divine ain't playing. He doesn't play when it comes to you. Okay, they want me to use this. This kept popping out today. This deck. 333 Manifesting New Beginnings. They said to do 2 more. Okay. They want this one too. 333 Manifesting New Beginnings. You could be an ascended master. Yeah, this is a soul's journey. Somebody could be traveling, or you will, or they were traveling. Thought they'd get a new beginning traveling the world on your dime. I just heard with a main female, or this is a main female, or this is you. A lot of secrets here. Number 2 is a high priest, right? Something to do with a house. Mortgage fraud. Selling a home, buying a home, I don't know. Yeah, they're going into poverty there. Cash poor. They could be house rich, cash poor. Or they were buying homes and traveling under your dime. Meanwhile, you were living in poverty. Now they're facing despair. They're going towards poverty. Whatever they wished upon you is happening to them. Something to do with an occupation, yours or theirs. And they got this community involved here. Coming after a mature woman who's very balanced, who's gifted. Yeah. Mature woman could also say that you gifted them something. This is a false person. Bad health. There's a message from a courthouse. Someone's a thief. And this is change. It's bringing about change here. It could be a home yet again. They have to get kicked out of a home. Acting like they're a wealthy man and a privileged lady. Marriage. Maybe you're going to find out you're married. To somebody you don't know, or you're married, you never got married. This is distant horizons here. They can't, your ships are coming in. Somebody's unmoored. They can't park in your life anymore. Somebody's expecting you to go bye-bye. Okay? Or they were expecting you to go bye-bye. So this is life insurance, an inheritance, something that they were trying to steal from you, keep from you, or hide from you. 333 Manifesting New Beginnings in a Journey. 10. This is they wanted your destiny, right? This is fated. Something's changed here. This is divine timing. You're going into a new destined cycle. It could be in the reverse too, where they wanted to keep you in a toxic cycle. Ain't going to happen. Causing you delays and setbacks, stagnation. They're trying to stall. Where are we going with this, please? Date. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. So this was this journey where somebody was planning on, they asked you out on a date, they turned out to be this weasel, they got paid by your family, your friends, your partner, and or somebody, I don't know where date comes in. The dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So things are coming to light here. Hammer. Somebody's being interrogated right now. Or, like in my case, I live in a city. The nickname of the city is called the Hammer. But somebody's going to get this hammered home to them. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So somebody's being interrogated right now. They sabotaged themselves and others. They really compromised others. They're trying to rebuild something that's not theirs. They're very persistent. If this is courts or institutions, and they're demanding paperwork, they're demanding to speak to you, see your ID, whatever this is, they keep stalling. They're stalling and getting the feeling that they're trying to stall something. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together in perfect, sword and rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. They want to come back into your energy for protection. They could have wound up with a third party, a karmic. Whether they could be nice for all I know. I'm just saying karmic because these karmics teach you a lesson. That's why they're called karmics, okay? There could be a ride or die that they wound up with, and they wanted to be you, live your life, and they're going, oh, They're going all the way with their lies and their fraud here, trying to sink you. This is a cassette, yeah, going over and over again. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in their head. You could be sending spell work towards you continuously, non-stop. Just stop. Just fucking stop. Fucking losers. It's over. It's back. Whatever they wish upon you is going to happen to them, but way worse. 333, manifesting, new beginnings, journey. You're going off into a new journey. Maybe you will be going on a date with someone new. That's for those who are willing to date again. If you're not willing to have anybody in your life, that's fine. You do not have to convince me or yourself or anyone else. You don't have to go in the comment section and let us know. That's fine. You are the master of your own soul, after all. This could be somebody new coming in. Or like I said, this started off with a date with somebody and they forced themselves into your life because they were paid for, or they had ulterior motives or something. Okay, well, obviously they had ulterior motives, but whether they were paid for by somebody in your family, past love, anybody else to try to take you out, I'm not sure. Thank you, Spirit. Group of people. A lot of conflict, competition, jealousy, strife, drama. All fighting here. A lot of conflict. Confusion, conflict, spells. Overarching energy. Ooh, somebody lost their position. Somebody's drinking a lot, partying a lot. You know what I'm saying? No wish fulfillment, no emotional fulfillment or happiness. Somebody's smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know it all, and show off. They could be trying to be you, putting on an act. Definitely, they put on an act, not a cups in reverse. Yeah. They're acting like they're unbothered. But they are very bothered. You refused. You made a conscious decision to, or maybe this group now has made a conscious decision not to come to this person's aid ever again. They want to unburden themselves, wash their hands of this person or this situation. Yeah, they're falling apart here. Any third-party situation, collaboration, and or a false contract. The plans are not, they didn't plan this out sufficiently. Somebody doesn't get along with others. They go rogue whenever they want to. It's bullshit. It's not wish fulfillment. They're not getting no wish fulfillment. They could be feeling ashamed of themselves. This is losing hope here. Somebody's in their south node. They have no faith, or these people have no faith in this person any longer. They're losing hope to get this opportunity off of you. Or that they're going to pay this cult, coven, secret society, or third party. Somebody's an opportunist, okay? You could be losing hope that they'll ever reconcile with you. This is spiritual gifts as well. It could be good health as well. This is a blessing by the divine. You've been blessed. So they're losing hope they'll ever get something out of this. They could have spent a lot of money coming after you. Seven of Pentacles. This is an investment. They wanted a piece of this investment, or they need proof or evidence of some sort to get this money. They underestimated you. They wanted to hoard this money. Ooh, judgment went against them. Bad decision. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. This is harsh judgment. This is misjudgment. So they misjudged you on purpose. This is no second chances. They're getting some karma. They're feeling sorry for themselves, rejected and abandoned. Or now they're realizing they made a poor decision by turning their back on you. I don't know. They wanted you. They were really trying to pull on your heartstrings, break your heart, play with your mind so you wouldn't realize they were stealing from you in the background. Or maybe this is what's happening to the person who did this to you. You know? Yeah, you let them go. They're feeling rejected, abandoned, or they're getting let go by this group or this third party. They can't restrict you any longer. You have no worries at all. You're free. You let them go. They could be watching you. Two of Wands beneath that. Since you let them go, they've been watching you, keeping tabs on you, plotting and planning against you, but you didn't wait for them. You're moving on, or somebody else is moving on. Yeah, you're free. They're getting let go by this cult, coven, secret society, or third party, or friend group. because they spread egregious gossip about you, and they didn't care. They made up all these obscene things. There will be no reconciling here. It didn't work. Whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. They're losing their job. They could be losing their job or being demoted or something. They don't want to work. They were feeding off of you somehow, making money, or they were planning on it. You know, you were the muse here, and they were going to make money off of you. It's all money motivated. They're in their feelings here. They're going to claim they loved you. Yeah, love spells. It didn't work. Love spells. A lot of lies, illusions, deception. Hiding a lot. Now they want to open up to you. They're scared to open up to you. They have no protection, maybe. They can't hold back from you any longer. They can't hold the truth back any longer, that's for sure. Somebody has no pride, I heard. Wow. You love yourself. It didn't work because you love yourself. This is self-love, new love, true love coming in, maybe. They're not happy. They were doing stuff in the dark. No truth or clarity. There's no trust. Yeah, you're the Empress. There could be a pregnancy. It could be a mature woman involved. You healed your heart. They're not happy that you healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise for you, so it's all turning around for you. You're balanced. You're in alignment. 2-2. And they're stuck. They wanted you stuck waiting while they were juggling you. I don't think so. They wanted to break your heart. They were very emotionally, mentally, verbally, and psychologically abusive. They were talking shit about you. Could be male or female, this Empress, or Divine Feminine. Okay, just your creator. They're not happy that you're still loving. You're still kind, nurturing, and sweet. You're still being protected. You're still raising the vibes of others. This is unconditional love here. You're still creating whatever it is that you created. It healed your heart and kept you balanced financially, maybe. Or they were trying to block this. Now they're feeling blocked. I don't know. Can't watch you. They're waiting. They wanted you waiting. No contingency plans on it. They're afraid to make a decision. They're trying to keep things afloat. They can't. Oh, well, they're a juggler. And you're speaking the truth. They're trying to block you from speaking your truth, or block you from speaking to some sort of professional, male or female. If this is you, you're very astute, very discerning, intelligent, wise, and intuitive. And you're not going to hold back. You're going to speak your truth. You spoke your truth, or you will. You're setting boundaries and you cut them out. You're getting your justice here. Congratulations. It's a reckoning. This is a balancing of the scales. It's karma. This is good news for you. Somebody assessed the situation. They now see you differently as you truly are, not as they painted you out to be. You're very inspirational. You have a lot of creativity, and it's good news coming your way. So justice is here for you. Congratulations. You are strong. Yeah, they made up false allegations and accusations about you that they can't back up. They didn't protect you. They attacked you. They're feeling overwhelmed and defeated. Because you foresaw this. They can't block your sight. You're a seer of some sort. They can't block you from moving forward, or they can't block your ships from coming in. Somebody at a distance, maybe. But you're prepared or preparing for something here. You know you're not going back to the past. I just heard I never will go back to the past. Okay, so take that for whatever it is. You're moving forward. You're expanding your horizons. Mapping out your future. You know it's not behind you. It's ahead of you. Yeah, this is a partnership. They're plotting and planning a partnership. Somebody planning with a soulmate. They're scared now to say that you were sick, to scare you. This is a scandal. You foresaw them. You foresaw this already. This soulmate, this partner, whatever. Yeah. They're under investigation. This is under surveillance. Somebody's gathering some information here, learning something. Somebody's curious. You could be online. They're under surveillance. Watching you. Delayed communication from afar. Someone could be sick or injured or scared or trying to scare you in the past. They're watching children. They're watching family. Somebody from your past. They're going down memory lane. They're reminiscing here. They want to reconcile. Although, I don't know. Yeah, you walked away from the past. You're not going back. No emotional fulfillment here. You invested 8 out of 10 cups in something, whether it's family, friends, love, And there was no emotional fulfillment or happiness. So you're in search of your 9th and 10th cup, which is emotional happiness and fulfillment. There was nothing here for you but backwash. Somebody's going to have to lay off the drinking, maybe. They're facing the unknown, or you had to face the unknown with no help from the past, from anybody from your past, family, friends. You see, they have great memories of you, whoever this is. You gave them good memories. They gave you none. That's why you walked away. You're not going back there. Yeah, this was unbalanced, unfair, not equally yoked. They breadcrumbed you, used and abused you, treated you horribly, left you high and dry financially. They could be facing bankruptcy. They left in the past and left you stranded. And or this was fraud or theft. Yeah, they lost their money doing black magic here. Somebody's a hoe bag maybe, or they claimed you were. Some sort of fraud. Somebody's angry, they're jealous, they're hateful, they're spiteful. Doing magic. Wanting power, control. They can't power. They have no power over themselves or control over themselves. Somebody uses sex to get what they want. Knight of Wands. They're holding back, impersonating you. This could be forgery as well. They feel very entitled. They could be stealing your work ideas or achievements, trying to hold you back. They're malicious, ruthless, and cruel. This is somebody that's combative, argumentative, abusive, in your face. Type that shouts in your face, spits in your face as they scream at you, you know, with the veins bulging out in their throats, trying to intimidate you. Always angry, or that's what they accused you of. They're hurting for money here. Somebody's angry. They did too much black magic, that's why. They were trying to hold you back, trying to imitate you, steal your work. This is a poser. They just call it in. It's not their work. Yeah, very jealous of you. Maybe they're trying to hold back some of your money or something like that. They were greedy and selfish and jealous, materialistic, spendthrift, wanting the finer things in life, but lazy, too lazy to work for it. Or that's what they said about you. It's a gold digger you're dealing with, or somebody else was. Or they're trying to paint you as a gold digger. Unfaithful, can't be trusted. Somebody's very manipulative and jealous. Yes, fast communication, fast action, and or travel here. Somebody's hurting for money. I didn't know. They can't be trusted with money. Ooh, there's a lot of gaslighting, a lot of mind games and power plays. You were able to take the high road and walked away with your head held high. They don't want this conflict, whoever this is, or they don't want to be challenged on this. There's no drama in your life. You let it go. Now they're fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another. They gaslighted you into a relationship, into a home. This is your family. Playing mind games with you. Or it's a marriage. Could be stability as well. You're still stable and secure. You walked away with your head held high and remain stable. Yeah. Overcame. Chariot. This could be police coming through, authorities, but you overcame, you persevered. You took control of a situation. You were still in control. It's universally driven, by the way. This is victory. You're going to victory. You're leaving them behind. Something's happening quickly. Could be a raid. They're really worried. They can't eat or sleep. They need to bring back balance to a situation. There's clarity upon a situation. They're not in control. You are. It's something to do with a car. Or travel, or moving. They have to move. You're getting a lot of people telling them you got to move. There's a lot of conflict going on here. This is radical acceptance. Yes, they did too much. Somebody got injured or ill. They wanted you injured or ill or worse. They did too much. In secret. They said that you were no longer here. They said they were going to take you out. There's a lot of secrets here. Online, you could be a high priestess or a high priest online. They did too much. Someone wants to come talk to you. It could be the authorities coming to talk to you because there was a plot to take you out. You haven't said much, but you observed. This is a deep knowing. You already knew about it. You have a direct connection with source. You could be a reader, an intuitive. You could be a spiritualist. You don't have to be. We just say. I mean, a lot of people don't even realize they have these gifts of sight. They just use it on every day and just think everybody else has got these gifts. So something's ending. You knew enough to end. You didn't speak to these people. You ended a cycle to begin a new one, or a new one's beginning. You sense it. I don't know. They could have tried to injure a high priest or high priestess, trying to keep something secret from you. Online, hiding and cloaking you online. Somebody's unaware. They're going to claim they were unaware. They don't want to be alone. They're trying to hide you. Online, hide whatever they're going to claim they didn't say something. They didn't do anything. They didn't threaten you. Something like that. They're trying to hide it online. You can delete all you want. The cops are going to find it. Okay? You're using your intuition to get by, or you could be a reader or a spiritualist. Online. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. This is going to be played out publicly, possibly. You could be out in the public eye. This is law and order. It's a professional of some kind, male or female. Somebody knows the truth here. They're very learned, very wise, astute themselves. There's proof here. Okay, you have a lot of strength, mental strength as well. These people are dumbfounded. There's proof and evidence here about some sort of communication. They communicated something online and or publicly and or on public record. Oh boy, this is a poser, a player. It's a warlock. It could be word witchery. Somebody bit off more than they can chew. It's all ego, right? Wanting to look the role as a leader, but they're really a follower. Somebody's angry. They wanted it all for themselves. I heard Nine of Pentacles. They are angry. Could be one person or two remaining stoic, shitting bricks. They're going to have to give up the drinking. There's nothing in that cup, no love. Somebody gave them wise advice, or they're an advisor of some sort. They're not wearing their heart on the sleeve. Somebody's claimed they have intuition as well. I don't know, male or female. Could be near boats. Who knows? Maybe they own a boat. Somebody's angry. They bit off more than they can chew. They're very abusive. It could be three people, or I don't know. Somebody's bossed up. They took back their power. You or someone else. You could be male or female. Could be a father, though. It could be a boss. Could be a leader. Somebody's in the lead. Yeah, they stole some money. No more long-term stability. No long-term relations. This is a corporation or a family. It's family discord. They're going to lose everything. They stole a lot of money. This could be a raid. Fast communication, fast action. Somebody's angry. They wanted to take you out. Maybe a drive-by, if you know what I'm saying. But it's all returning on them. They're trying to stall something. This is karma. A reversal of fortune, a change of direction. This is somebody that's unfaithful. They can't be trusted. It's not their rite of passage. They're non-committal. They don't want to take accountability. You can't rely on them. You can't trust them. This is somebody that's lazy. You can't slow you down any longer, or slow this down, whatever this is. This is fated, by the way. They're trying to avoid a tower moment. But it's not their rite of passage here, okay? They could have been siphoning and or stealing, intercepting your mail or your money. This is ruin. They tried to ruin you, but you sideswiped it. You stepped aside and let it hit them instead. This is ruin. Somebody could have had an internal disruption as well. They can't pay up. They didn't pay up. This is ruin for them. They're worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're very anxious. A lot of burdens on their backs. Going through a dark night of the soul. They're worried that you were able to just let things slide. I mean, put your past hurts behind you. They're worried that they said you were mentally and emotionally unstable. Somebody could be transitioning. Could have claimed that you transitioned. Now they're stuck here. They're going towards lack and loss. 5-5 if this resonates. Going towards poverty. They left you out in the cold. They left you in poverty maybe. Or this is somebody's confidence is really hurting big time. They don't know what to do. Indecisive. They're acting like a victim. No, I don't think so. They're afraid of what's coming. They don't see what's coming. There's been a stalemate. They're in denial. Mental conflict. You're at peace. Yeah, this is for sure is materialistic. Greed, codependent, clingy, greedy and selfish and jealous. This is money motivated, a get rich quick scheme. So somebody's acting like they don't know you, or their group is not ignoring this person. They're hurting for money. This is a bully here, okay? Male or female. It's a spendthrift. All they care about is making money off of other people. Taking action, sex, could be schmecks. I don't know, passion with a third party. Taking action with his contract. A decision's been rendered in a court of law, an institution, or a marriage. Somebody's a fool. Somebody's innocent, and it's not them. You took a leap of faith. They're going to be, this is illumination. They're going to be arrested here. You let go and you let God. You overcame. This is illumination. They're not like a martyr now. Yep, truth and clarity is coming through. Communication is coming towards you. This is a breakthrough. They lied, cheated, and or stole. They're still trying to finagle a way to escape this situation, this home, this family, non-committal. The party's over. They're going to lose this business or home or stability. Or they're trying to make you lose your home, business or stability. It said that you were homeless, trying to make you homeless. Now they are. Something to do with something that was under lock and key here in a safe. I'm going to tell you where the deed is, maybe. Yeah, this is somebody supporting another. The party's over. There's an offer coming in. It could be friendship, love, and or support. So an offer coming in, death. To change things, to end things, or to kill you. So they hired somebody to come in and do that. Yeah, they got bribed, tempted, multiple options. Maybe they have multiple options. I don't know. It's the end of this. The end of these illusions, cover up or blackmail. Overcoming, persevering, putting up boundaries. There's a lot of emotional wounding here. They're looking for somebody. They could be looking for you or this person. This group's looking for this person. Someone's very defensive, right? Somebody's tired. Their guard is up. They get bribed, or they promised all these people all these lovely things. They can't bring this to them. It's contingent maybe on you losing your life, or somebody else lost their life. A lot of illusions, okay? Maybe they claimed you were behind it, or they were definitely, had some role to play in it, either yours or somebody else's. They're bracing for impact. It could be the police are looking for them, or this group is looking for this person. Or these people, could be a couple, right? They promised all kinds of things to these people. They're not ever going to deliver it. False promises. No, it's too many. Why are we ending this, please, Spirit? You are the Phoenix rising. You might have a lot of opportunities coming your way. They're trying to block your opportunities. Somebody's feeling rejected and abandoned. They're having an emotional outburst. They're very defensive. They could have caused the unalive of a child, or claimed you did. This is somebody that dealt with magic. They shouldn't have been touching it. They're not sorry for what they've done. They're immature, insincere, and very childish. This was a crime. I've got to let this go. You hurt somebody's pride or ego, and they held a grudge, or they're a grudge holder here, okay? They're going to get let go. Yeah, they bore false witness. They were doing divination, abuse. They can't pay up. They're in heavy-duty debt. They didn't want to learn a lesson. Again, could have lost a child. Bad financial news, no new beginnings. Didn't take a practical approach. They can't pay up. Somebody's lazy. Very disrespectful. They didn't want to learn, or they didn't do any follow-up, check-up on anything. These people were lied to. They didn't do their own due diligence here, okay? They didn't check to see if this was true or not. Not that you should get on any hate train or can't crusade against anyone. They bore false witness. They could have perjured themselves or filled out important papers, fraudulently. It could be anything like that. Devil energy. They can't pay up for the devil. It could be addictions, obsessions, codependency issues. Somebody's toxic as fuck. It could be a toxic family. There we go. Damn, or a group. It could be devil worshippers. They were false witness, said you had addictions or you were this, that, and the other thing, very toxic to this group or family. You were happy doing this. Yeah, now they're stuck. They can't get out of this. Okay, they can't escape this. Maybe they're trying to stop your forward motion. There's been no change. You're still single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. They're trying to block your stability, or they block their own. You can be a business owner. You don't have to be. You're minding your own business in your own garden. You're very mature. You're able to be this is all illusions, deceptions, manipulations. They wanted something all for themselves here. By doing magic, illusions here, two-faced, out of control. They don't have all the resources they need. They don't want you taking action here. They don't want you manifesting something new. You alchemized and you transmuted this. You're very balanced. You're very healthy. A teacher. You're divinely protected and guided by the angels. They got to balance this out with you, or they're going to come in. They're using magic for their health. Somebody doesn't have all the resources they need. They want to reconcile with you. You're still healthy, balanced, emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet, using your intuition. This is the biggest cup of love. Male or female, doesn't matter. Very generous of spirit as well. This is unconditional love. So they think they can come back towards you. Maybe because you're a mother. You don't have to be. You could be a father as well. But you already knew what was going on just by the look on her face. You know what to expect. And you're okay on your own. You're quite sufficient, very patient. You've been very patient and fair with these people. Now that's ended. I just heard. What, take that for whatever it means. 333. So they triangulated. Could be a secret society that's involved. Somebody. There was a third-party situation going on here. This is a spiritual awakening. You went back to self here. Self comes first. Prayers have been heard. Congratulations. Third-party situation. Somebody go fuck themselves. You're manifesting something new. You're good at manifesting here. Something's going to be taken off. Congratulations. And whatever you're manifesting, whatever's meant for you, okay? It's different for everybody, so you have a great deal of faith, and you knew that you're going towards new beginnings here. You're going on, this was a soul's journey. You could be traveling. This is your destiny. This could be you, main female, or there's a main female involved. There's a lot of secrecy going on. You're highly intuitive, male or female. The dragonfly. So be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, heal, and change. So you've healed, and people are probably looking at you like you've changed. No, they just projected onto you. You've not changed. This is who you've always been. Just they never gave you the chance to grow from that. You know what I mean? Now they're seeing the growth. It's always who you've always been. They just never bothered to get to know you. Date. Somebody may want to date you, or this is how it started with this date. Meeting someone new, getting back out there, plan and set a date. Or there's a date. I don't know, by a certain date they had to get something done. They had to show up with this paperwork, or you had to show up for something. And somebody could have shown up as you and got caught. That could be one way of looking at it. I don't know. These people just... It's coming to an end. These are people you haven't spoken to. They were traveling on your dime, living high off the hog. And you were in poverty, and they couldn't give two shits about you. And let's see where this is going to go. Yeah, the roll of a dice, another 2. Sagittarius, gamble, taking a risk, luck, playing games. Chances are roll with it, random results, win or lose, uncertain outcome. Playing the game, potential fate, what happens next. Yeah, there's the rainbow. 9, Cancer, 29, might have something to do with it. Wish granted, serendipity, blessings. Patience pays off, abundance, hope, good luck, patience, promise, godsend, creation, manifesting wealth, prosperity, and perfect timing. Now, while I was reading that, you might have a direct connection with Source. You might not. I don't know. But you always knew how it was going to work out one way or another. Your spirit team allowed you to know, or your intuition allowed you to know. I just heard in for a penny, in for a pound, because I remember when the divine asked me, we can stop right here. You can get whatever it is you wish for, or we can go a little longer. He didn't tell me how long or what was involved. and then it's an even better outcome. And so I told him, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go for the gold. That's what's going to happen here. Yes or no? That could be the divine asking, you in? Are you out? It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. Congratulations. 98 might have something to do with it. 8 is the number of abundance, also the number of karma. 88, abundance and karma is near. Aquarius, fishhook, powerless, feeling helpless, paralyzed, vulnerable, trap. So they walked into their own trap. Temptation, somebody's easily tempted, or they tempted others. Bait, con game, great catch. You were a great catch, okay. But you're also the catalyst to them being caught. Luck, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance, multiplication principle. So they took money and they took multiple things from you. Oh yeah, decisions here. Leo 787. We the people. There's going to be a declaration, and or somebody's writing out a statement, or you will be writing out a statement. Defiance, reclaiming power, sovereignty, contract, resolve, expressing truth, manifesto, self-rule, liberty or death, rules of the game, protesting, challenging the status quo. So somebody's protesting. She protesteth too much, methinks. Was that Macbeth or no? That's King Lear. I don't know, I can't remember. Hamlet. There we go. So we have reason, a person of earth. It could be you or someone else. It could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. The provider and caregiver, grounded, secure, stubborn, nurturing, classy, stable, prosperous, materialistic, possessive, dependable, manager, business owners, banking, CEO. So somebody in this type of position, we're very greedy and materialistic. You could be a person of earth and you're very grounded, secure, stubborn, but in a good way, willful in a good way, nurturing, classy, stable, and prosperous. So they made some money off of you. They tried to make it look like you were materialistic and possessive. It turned out, yeah. If there's a yes or no question, it's 7. Uncertain at this moment what's going to happen to this person. At this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined. 3, 73. This is Scorpio, friends. So their friends are uncertain. Friendship group, soul tribe, third person, contact, relate, network, show up, hang out, meet in person, social media, interpersonal relationships, togetherness, and friendliness. So these friends might want to try to friend you up. I don't know. They're not too many. Yeah, something to do with your friends and your exes and or your family. Kerosene is about to fucking pop off. 77 if this resonates. 37. Aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, and hot. Fishing pole. They went fishing all right. 79. Virgo, self-reliance, extend oneself, autonomy, mentoring others, poetry in motion, exploration, providing, connect with nature, accomplishment, reflection, self-improvement, and capable. And yeah, you foresaw all of this. 91. This is Scorpio. Could be, I don't know, you remain calm here. You saw it through your intuition, premonition, seeing clearly. You could be some sort of oracle or seer, discernment, or somebody else that you were working with saw it and told you. Discernment, perception, sixth sense, instinct, divination, future planning, ESP, past, present, future, gut reaction, inner knowing. You remain calm throughout it all. 4, you took back your power. This is a firm, stable foundation here. This is balance. You remain balanced. Contemplation, deep breath, centered, go within, steady, balanced, relax, take a break, inner child healing. So this afforded you enough time to do this inner childhood healing here, to bring you back to self. Time alone, that's what you needed, right? Time alone with God, balance, chakras, reflection, wellness, and rest. And now they're facing the gavel. 44. So the angels are all on it. This is Sagittarius. Conviction, decisions made, pay attention, offer accepted, legal matters, court order, fair, finished. Something's going to turn out very well for you. It's going to be fair. Being judged. They judged you all right, but wrong. They're going to be judged here. Bring order, serious situation, important decision, and assertion. Somebody could be working in aviation. Something's getting ready to take off. They're going to have to land this plane. It's been going on way too long. 46 is Aquarius. 6, bringing back balance, right? It could be somebody working in aviation or traveling towards you or you towards them. Travel long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, in control, things work out, taking off, leave it behind, internal guidance system. And your internal guidance system is guiding you correctly. Okay, so congratulate yourself. You obviously knew what was going to happen. You just had to be grounded. You had to work on yourself. It gave you plenty of time to work on yourself while this worked its way through, right? So this education is a powerful weapon in the right hands. How can you use what you know to accomplish your goals? So you have a lot of information. Somebody's quite educated here, a learned person. I'm picking up somebody that likes to learn on their own. Maybe you do pick up courses here and there, but with what you know, what are you going to do with it? Hopefully you're going to be a good steward with these spiritual gifts, right? If this is you that has the spiritual gifts. So, Vehuel, have a sense of humility. Don't be too proud so you can find peace against troubles. So this could be for you or someone else. Keep the hubris at bay. You know what I mean? We all have it. Habuhia, fertility and growth. This means it's your time to thrive. How can you expand today? So what can you do to better your situation, or, I don't know, make things easier for you or someone else? Vapula, focus your efforts on arts and crafts. What do you enjoy creating with your hands? So obviously it's something that you loved doing as a child, maybe. Go back to those childhood activities that made you happy. It could be anything. It could be bowling. It could be ice skating. It could be skateboarding. It could be coloring. It could be anything. Building things, building blocks. Something that you're creating is maybe part of what you should be doing in the future. But you know what? Creating, it doesn't matter what you create. It helps you manifest. It helps you hone that craft of manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can dream it, envision it in your head, you can manifest it. So maybe that's why they're asking you to go back to childhood arts and crafts and stuff like that. Be creative. Marbas fights bodily disorders and cures sickness. Healing is coming like a roaring lion that destroys diseases. So you might have been having some medical problems, physical problems lately. Healing is coming in very quickly. Congratulations. Akaya, keep your head down and try to be both serene and busy. Allow your eyes to be opened. And Lila, hell, someone who longs for you will be in your thoughts. You will also be in theirs. So they could be sending you love and lust spells, come to me spells. They want you to think of them in a nice, kind manner. But did they think of you in that way? I don't know. I can't pronounce this. Ealahia. Victory will occur soon. The courage must first be found within yourself. So if you didn't feel very courageous, at the end of the day, when this is all said and done, you're going to look back going, wow, how did I do that? You know, that's something I never thought I'd be able to do, but you're going to do it. Pahalia can help you with difficult conversations. Reach out to someone you've been avoiding. Somebody has to bring you balance here. Baal. Concentrate on finding your power. Divinity comes from within and radiates your authority outward and around you. People know who you are now. There's more travel here, Bathan. Travel, movement, and transportation are influenced by Bathan. The journey will be swift and it will also be successful. And there is virtue in solitude. Iahel wants you to get some alone time today. And Furfur. That's what I used to call my niece when she was little. Her name was Jennifer. Whenever I see that, I think of her. Be cautious of what you are told. Someone may be lying. Furfur brings stormy weather, but also governs love. Mihiel. Do your best to do some writing. If you're not a writer, record your thoughts and ideas. So keep track of whatever you need to keep track of. I think you already have. That could be, if these people were harassing you, you're keeping a log of everything. Get an IP addresses if it's online. If not, writing down and logging every interaction they have with you. It's best to do so. So if you do go to wind up at a court of law, or maybe just keeping track of your income, your money coming in, your money going out. Something funny's going on here, okay? Somebody was trying to get in the way of you living your normal life, going down the path you should be going on, and they were trying to defraud you, steal from you, take you out, whatever this is. So keep track of everything you need to keep track of. I think you already have. I think I'm just preaching to the choir when I say things like that. But keep yourself covered, okay? If you haven't been doing so, do so. Consider doing so. Keep yourself covered. Keep track of everything and everyone. Any kind of interactions you have with these people. If it's online, screenshot, IP address, blah, blah, blah. Keep a log of everything. Because if it does come time to go to court, you're prepared. You know what I'm saying? They're not prepared. They're not prepared for you to have been this responsible and calm and patient, because obviously something's going to take off now. So congratulations. I hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.